All right. Well, it looks like we're just about at time.
Okay.
So I think with that, I would like to go ahead and welcome everyone to the second to the last session of the CSols Summit, exploring the future of lab data across your organization, on the topic of large-scale genomic computation with software containers for rapid computational scalability. My name is Adam Chance, and I'll be your moderator for today's session. I'm a senior informatics consultant with CSols with over 15 years experience specializing in design, development, validation, and deployment of instrument integrations, laboratory execution systems, and electronic laboratory notebooks in both the R&D and the commercial manufacturing environments. So before we get started, I'd like to go over a couple of housekeeping items before I introduce our guest presenter today. First off, please use the Q&A tab to ask any questions that you may have. We'll specifically look at that tab for any questions to address at the end of the presentation. You can use the regular chat tab to send comments and engage with other attendees during the presentation. Now, speaking of engagement, be sure to stay engaged as we'll be selecting a random attendee who's active in chat, the polls, and in the Q&A session to win a prize. So absolutely don't be shy. So after receiving his degree in biochemistry and a stint working with manufacturing laboratory information management systems, he's worked with a number of large pharma companies in research, informatics, and bioinformatic infrastructure design. Our presenter today is a bioinformatics engineer at Helix, which is a small company that does large-scale genomic analysis and viral sequencing. He currently builds high-performance computing clusters for genomic analysis. So it is with my great pleasure that I introduce our next presenter at the CSols Summit, Mr. Clyde Jones. Clyde, take it away.
Thank you very much. Yeah, as you've heard, I've worked in the industry for a long time, about 20 years, both in manufacturing, in validated environments and non-validated environments. So I've been with Helix 2 years, and I'd like to, let me jump to my presentation and we can get started. Oops. All right, so just want to go over a little bit of background on Helix and what we do, some of the challenges that got us to take this approach, what our actual computational approach is, and then go over some of the logistics and setups, and then give you a little overview of our tools. Feel free to post any questions as they go, and I'll try and answer them as they come up. So Helix is one of the leading population genomics and viral surveillance. We do population genomics, and for those who don't know, we analyze patients' DNA sequence and try and help predict clinical outcomes based on that. And our platform is a validated environment because we actually do. We will identify any genomic disease that folks may have, and then also work with healthcare providers to give guidance on treatment regimens.
Hi, Clyde. Could I step in for just a moment?
Yes.
Just want to check real quick technically for your screen share. It looks like we just see the CSols Summit screen and not your slide presentation.
Oh, okay. Let me try this.
There we go. Perfect. We got you. Thank you, sir.
Okay. All right. Let me jump back. Sorry. This is our overview. And at Helix, one of the other things we've done is, as part of the COVID pandemic, we have become one of the top sequencers of COVID responses. So we will sequence we will do COVID testing and return positive or negative results for that. Along with that, we're also doing a lot of viral sequencing to map changes in the variants, and we are currently contracted with the NIH to do viral pathogen prediction, because we're also, along with that, we're looking at flu and respiratory syncytial virus and COVID, so that we're tracking the incidence and change of those, and that's part of our portfolio is viral prediction. So with that said, we do a lot of sequencing and we do a lot of data analysis, and that needs to be very rapid. So the challenges are we need to be able to rapidly scale computation and storage for our platform. We do not. We're a small company. We are currently at about 400 folks, and that's risen from about 200 in the last 2 years. So we have a very small team, and we need to be very focused on what we do. Our environment must be validatable. So we need to be able to validate and show that we're